You are on a rock, spinning at 1,000 miles per hour, orbiting a star at 67,000 miles per hour, in a galaxy moving at 1.3 million miles per hour through space. And you feel nothing. No motion, no speed, just stillness. Space is full of facts that break your brain, not because they're complicated, but because they reveal how wrong your intuition is about reality. Your mind evolved to understand predators and food and shelter, not the scale of the universe. And when you confront that scale, really confront it, something shifts. This isn't just trivia, it's existential psychology, and once you see it, you can't unsee it.
Light travels at 186,000 miles per second. That's fast enough to circle the Earth 7.5 times in 1 second. But the nearest star to Earth, Proxima Centauri, is 4.24 light-years away. That means if you could travel at the speed of light, it would take you over 4 years to get there. But you can't travel at the speed of light. The fastest spacecraft humans have ever built would take 73,000 years to reach Proxima Centauri. And that's the closest star. The Milky Way galaxy contains 100 to 400 billion stars, and there are an estimated 2 trillion galaxies in the observable universe. Your brain can't hold that number. It can process it mathematically, but it can't feel it. This is why space facts freak people out, not because they're hard to understand, but because they expose the limits of your comprehension. You exist in a universe so vast that your entire life, every memory, every relationship, every achievement, occupies less space than a grain of sand on an infinite beach. And your mind wasn't built to handle that.
When you look at the stars, you're not seeing them as they are now, you're seeing them as they were. Light from the sun takes 8 minutes to reach Earth, so when you see the sun, you're seeing it as it was 8 minutes ago. The Andromeda galaxy is 2.5 million light-years away. When you look at it, you're seeing light that left before humans existed. Some of the stars you see in the night sky are already dead. Their light is still traveling toward you, but the star itself burned out thousands of years ago. You're looking at ghosts. This breaks the way you think about now. You assume the present is the same everywhere, that what's happening here is happening simultaneously across the universe, but it's not. The present is relative, and time doesn't work the way your brain thinks it does. If you traveled near the speed of light, time would slow down for you. You could travel for what feels like 10 years and return to Earth to find 100 years have passed. Your twin would be dead, the world would be unrecognizable, but for you, only a decade went by. Time isn't a constant, it's a variable, and space makes that fact undeniable.
There's no sound in space. Sound needs a medium, air, water, something for the vibration to travel through. Space is a vacuum. There's nothing there. So when a star explodes in a supernova, an event so bright it can outshine an entire galaxy, it happens in complete silence. The universe is unimaginably violent and chaotic, and it all happens without a sound. This is deeply unsettling because sound is how you orient yourself. It's how you know something is happening. But in space, the most catastrophic events occur in total silence, and your brain can't make sense of that. Then there's the void itself. Space isn't just empty, it's aggressively empty. The distance between objects is so vast that most of the universe is nothing. If you shrunk the solar system so the sun was the size of a basketball, Earth would be a peppercorn 26 feet away. Neptune would be a grain of sand half a mile away. And the nearest star? It would be 4,000 miles away. The universe is mostly emptiness, and we are tiny specks in an ocean of nothing.
Space facts freak you out because they force a perspective shift. You spend your life focused on small things, your job, your relationships, your problems. And those things matter, they're real, they affect your life. But when you zoom out far enough, they shrink. Not in importance, but in scale. You're a collection of atoms that became conscious on a rock hurtling through space. You exist for a cosmically insignificant amount of time, and then you don't. This can feel nihilistic, like nothing matters, but it's also freeing. If you're this small and the universe is this vast, then the things you're worried about, the embarrassment, the failure, the judgment, they're even smaller. You get to decide what matters, because objectively, cosmically, nothing does. And that's not depressing. It's permission. Permission to care about what you want to care about, to live the way you want to live, to stop waiting for the universe to tell you what's important. Space doesn't care, and that means you get to.